Hi. My channel's been dead for a really long time because I don't care anymore. So, I'm just, I'm uploading this because I feel like it, and it's like 11 p.m. So today, um, I'm reading some of my sad emotional poetry that I write during school because it's healthier than my other coping mechanisms, which consist of further inflating my ego or listening to Tokyo's Revenge, which my best friend complains about. So, where should we start? This is all the worst. Oh, we're already a couple pages in. Don't need to start that far ahead. I want to start with this one, which most people have heard already. Okay. What good is trust if it's one-sided? What good is fidelity if unreciprocated? And what good is love if unrequited and unrepentant? Why would one want a moment alone if that moment is cold and isolated? Is it worth being afraid, knowing all too well that nobody's watching out for you? Life is about finding a balance, is what they say, but living in two extremes, only in black or seldom white, with no time to worry about gray. And can you live and learn if nobody's teaching? At what point does self-care turn into self-interest? How can you be conceited if you've seen time and time again, like a broken record, that the only dependable one is you? But even then, you can't be trusted, can't be loyal, incapable of love, but are always alone, always afraid. A moment alone turns into forever, and life itself becomes cold and isolated. I wrote that in, no, most of them I write in the middle of math class. That one was after therapy. While I was waiting for my friend to go to work so I could bother him and not let him do his job. Ooh. Oh, by the way, that one was just about me. I'll give you a little recap, a little rundown of what they're all about. This one is about one of my best friend for a really long time, the closest thing I've ever had to, like, an actual best friend, because, like, I have trauma surrounding letting people get close to me. Our relationship does mean something. It means everything, really. To me, at least. You're the closest I've had to anyone being in my corner, on my side, thick and thin. But I live in constant fear at the prospect of you leaving me broken beyond repair. So I'm sorry for treating you how I did, abandoning you on the side of the road. Such would an owner with his dog, whose life revolves around that poor animal. The dog, for instance, did nothing wrong except for get picked by an incompetent fool. So that's me, incompetent fool. Like, sorry about it. Like, don't know what to tell you. Also, my hair is pink. That's new from the last time I uploaded. A lot of these are about someone that, like, I would rather just forget ever happened because it just makes me sad when I think about it. So, let's do this one. Also about my best friend and someone else that if you don't know about, you just don't need to worry yourself. I had two things that very quickly became my everything, and then you both replaced me for each other, leaving me stranded alone, with no way to cope than trying to hurt both of you. I never meant to be malicious, only wanted my everything back, but in actuality was only pushing you two closer together and further from me. That's a really good one. Because now I don't talk to either of them. And they talk to each other every day, and it's a really good time. Oh my god. Okay, maybe we should only do a couple more before I just break down. That sounds like a really good time. I also might start uploading on this channel again, but if I do, it's all gonna be this, like ASMR, whatever I feel like, because it's so low effort and low energy and like kind of a vibe. Because whenever I'm bored, if I don't want to feel like making a TikTok, because that's the other thing I do when I'm bored, then I can make a YouTube video. I'm just looking for another one. That one's about said person. 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 These are all really good. Really good. Ooh. Okay. I would like to tell you that you deserve better, or even tell myself that I deserve better, but when it comes down to it, nobody deserves anything. Birthrights are a dated concept replaced by the cold, vile truth that we all bleed the same. And yet through all of that, my mind is still plagued by the thought that I alone deserve only one thing, which is to be sad. Wow, that's a whole lot to unpack. I didn't read that one to my therapist, because I was like, I don't want to go there. But to everyone who ever finds this video on the internet, like, you have renegade. Okay. This one's not about anyone, this is just like a poem. Like, this isn't sad emotional poem, so like, sorry if that's all that you came for. Man is eager to throw himself off a bridge at the prospect of wealth, power, or love, but seldom consider what he would do with such a thing, because in reality, if we kill ourselves trying to make things happen, then who else will see our desires come to fruition? And even then, would anybody but he care about the foolish desires that man wanted to be? That just came from my noggin. That one was in math. I was just like, I think I had just listened to like everything I wanted by Billie Eilish, so like throwing yourself off a bridge was like fresh in my mind. That was not funny, that was not funny, that was not funny, that was so bad, that was so bad, that was so bad. Not funny, didn't laugh. This one is not sad or emotional either, but I had the first 4 lines ready, and then I didn't know where to take it, so it went kind of stupid. The ability to question, such is the divine gift which constitutes the difference between man and beast. And yet in this world, shaped by questions, we cannot ponder if things could be better. Our eyes are forced open while we watch images of countries ablaze, videos of our oceans dying, and for what? What use is the ability to question when we're not allowed to question the survivability of the planet which gave us life? Too much. It went so stupid. I liked the first 4 lines up until Man and Beast. I liked the poem, and then I just stonks. That was not ASMR. That was loud. I'm sorry. Mouth sounds. Too much. Oh, this is a good one. Once again, if you don't know who this is about, then don't worry about it. I was never one to believe I would fall in love or be happy until one day I did. And then the next I was heartbroken, because who in their right mind would choose a wreck like me over somebody capable and deserving? My entire life exists only in solitude. Temporary acquaintances are the closest I've ever had to making friends like a normal kid who's happy just to play. I would have rather read and wondered when my miserable existence would end. I didn't remember that last line. That was kind of too much. That was kind of depressing. The ending of that one's too sad. Oh, let's do this one. This is kind of a lie, because I had one friend and it says no friends, but like, Celia, shout out to you for like being a real G. For the first decade of my life, I had no friends. It existed only within my mind, And then I left, too soon to realize that all I had waiting for me was tragedy, and now I've missed the walls of my own head, in which the only negative voice I hear is the one that I've dealt with since I entered the first time. The voice that cuts the deepest and is so easily persuaded by others. My own. So, like, kind of sad, like, kind of, like, hate myself, like, dang, like, that's the vibe that gives off, but, like, that's not what that was meant for. I like myself. I hate my past self. I was such a nerd. I was the worst. But, like, now I'm, like, tolerable. Is there anything good? That's a good one. Except, not. Let's do this one. This one's really not a good time. Okay, let's do both of these. Neither of these are fun. We'll do both of these and then we'll be done, okay? Thank God. Not once in my life have I had something that truly belonged to me, and then you were mine, and mine alone, until I realized that my dad was right when he said I wasn't ready to take care of things for myself. And as such, now we're broken, and you won't look me in the eyes anymore. Shout out to, I've only been interested in someone once, and it was the worst. Okay. Last one. This is really good time. Also, that sparkling water. I'm making a face like I'm drinking alcohol. I can't stand sparkling water, so I put it in the cup so I drink water slowly. So my tummy doesn't hurt, okay? No tummy aches. Tummy aches. Cancelled. I'm an extra, a commodity, if you will. Always expected to put myself in the line for people who would never do the same. And this role I've willingly accepted because it's a happier life than those I've had before. Gang. I can't. Too emo, too depressing. That's why am I putting this on the internet? The world may never know. ASMR. Stay tuned for something stupid to the likes of, I believe the one I put on that I was sending to people was ASMR reading you the ingredients in canned beans. So, look forward to that content.